What's up?
What's up?
How you doing tonight?
All right, I'm good.
You look Hispanic.
I am Hispanic.
I like that.
Yeah,
We need you guys.
yeah. We're out here trying to do our best, man.
Yeah,
We
that's.
got quite a Hispanic community out here, so
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Tell me about Elk Grove.
Elk Grove?
Yeah.
Elk Grove's a good community. Good community.
Tell me.
Good people.
Tell me. Yeah. You live here?
No,
You
no.
just.
I just work here.
So how would you know if there's good people? You just they're the
People
course.
are, the people you interact, the people you meet. What are you doing?
I'm doing, man. It's 10:30, 11 o'clock Saturday night. Trying to take care of my people, see what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are at home on social medias and
Mm-hmm.
streaming this and that, and I kind of forget that they're more powerful than they think they are. You know, people sitting at home doing nothing. Well, you can't really complain about what's going on in the world if you're sitting around at home doing nothing. So
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
you kind of have to, if you got a passion, you got something you want to do, you got to do it, no matter how crazy it is, no matter.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
your passion?
Wow, sports, music, women, all of the above. I love. I don't. The saying "I love my country" is kind of overplayed. It's not that I don't, and I don't think it's not that people don't have a love for their country. I think it's. I think people feel in distress sometimes. It's so I don't know. I can only imagine what it felt like in the 60s and the 70s and maybe even in the 20s, but like in the 60s when like Martin Luther King was in the streets and JFK getting shot and his brother getting shot and a lot of crazy, basically like we'd have to watch TV, right? See if a number was going to go across that screen to see if we were going to Southeast China to go get in a blender, So yeah, I believe these are times that are very relative towards these. I believe what we do in these times will be remembered in history. So that's kind of why I'm out here doing what I do.
Okay.
Been doing this a long time, and obviously you guys got a serious problem on your hands. So that's kind of why I'm out here. I'm going to start investigating you guys, pulling out a lot of your jackets. Want to know who you are, what you're doing, what you've been doing. So
Okay.
I'm going to be out here for a while.
All right. Safe out here, man.
Yeah, no, I'm safe. I'm almost 50, so
Okay.
I've gone this far with safety,
Yeah.
I consider myself a good driver and good pedestrian, good person. I try and help people out.
That's good.
What's your name?
Officer Gutierrez.
Gutierrez. So one more, or you can leave. You don't have to talk to me, but I'm just curious about the Hispanic community you're talking about. I'm not from here, so
Yeah.
when I see like Elk Grove in the news, forgive my ignorance, but I kind of think it's more of a white neighborhood. Would I be mistaken?
No, we have a pretty big Hispanic community.
Do you have like Hispanic stores like Garnicias or like
Not so much Hispanic stores. We have a couple of restaurants.
yeah?
You know,
But everyone's got
Yeah.
who doesn't have Mexican?
Right.
I mean, everyone caught on to that in the 90s and 2000s. Everyone hated us in the 90s, and then there was like, oh my God, their food is great. So there's just burrito places everywhere now. So
Yeah, no, but not grocery stores, no.
no.
This is so small, we don't have a lot of grocery stores.
How long you been here?
I've been here for just over a little bit 2 years.
Oh, that's not long.
Yeah.
So you're new.
Yeah, I still call myself very new.
Yeah, you're new. So I can't mess with you that much. The only thing I can do is just try and inspire you and empower you.
Yeah.
That I don't think you know I'm Hispanic myself. I'm not gonna go into the whole I've been screwed over by police and all that kind of stuff. But just know that there are people like me who you're basically not gonna turn. You're not gonna we'll be able to get along, but we're never gonna turn over to your side. So it's not that I'm anti-police. I believe that if you call someone and you come and you help out, that's the one of the bases of what you guys do. But that's not what you do. It's that's actually a fraction of what you guys do. And we found out what happens when you call police and something can go wrong, terribly wrong. So I actually tell my friends, don't ever call police. Like, basically, unless I've even had instances recently happen at my house that involved police, and I was the one in handcuffs. So yeah, I was the innocent person. That was my house. So I think it's just inadequate policing. Kind of like you, 2 years guys, some of these young guys, and you're given a lot of responsibility. You're given, and you got to use that brain of yours real quickly.
Yeah.
But I just hope, man, well, I just hope you go less for the revolver, more for the taser. And I know, you're gonna argue that, in the instance everyone knows about, but we're not going to talk about, tasers were used. But Jesus Christ, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you got all the time in the world. You don't have to, you don't have a meeting, or you don't have to be somewhere. Like, take all the time you need until, your person, or your person that you may deem dangerous. It might take an hour, it might take a day or something, but just make sure deadly force is just the absolute last option. And in my case, I've even talked with other police officers, and they'll rag me and they'll say, well, what would you do? If someone came to you with object, you would do this too. And I total rebuttal, and I'm like, no, man, I'm not a pussy. Like, I wouldn't just take someone's life even though they were threatening mine. Basically, you meet force with the same amount of force. If someone's throwing gum at you, throw gum back at you. Someone throws a shoe at you, throw a shoe back at them. Or, and just kind of meet. And someone punches you, punch them back. Someone kicks you, kick them back. But someone fires upon. Isn't that? I don't know if you were in the military. I wasn't, but I'm from a military family. But they say fired when fired upon, something like that, something along those lines. So that's kind of what I've always thought. And when I was a kid, guns were for pussies. We fought, we scrapped, and if anyone says I'm gonna go shoot that motherfucker, it was just like, dude, fuck you, like, whoop his ass. You can't whoop his ass, then start lifting weights or something. Just take karate or something, man. I don't know. That was my generation, but this one was just like, hell no, I'm gonna handle my business right now. So, and I'm from the city, man. I've spent a lot of time in the city, so I'm on the south side, and 26, right behind the county jail. I got a history, man. I used to distribute illegal substances in my younger days. I kind of had to do a little time for it, but I'm done with that now. So in order for me to distribute illegal substances, you got to have street cred. You can't just be some fucking guy off the street, that say, hey, give me 100 pounds of this, give me 10 pounds of that. A chief would be like, this guy's a narc. You can't just walk up 26th Street. You can't just go down to 63rd and troop, and just be like, yeah, someone's got to vouch for you, so you got to know somebody. So, trust me, I had a lot of that cred. So, I don't know, man, talking your head off, but yeah, man, I'm out here because, you know why I'm out here. I'm going to be out here a lot often, so I'm doing investigations. So this is actually a good encounter, and I'm going to be meeting a lot of your guys, and I'll be watching you, man.
Okay. Yeah, man. Be safe out here. I know it's pretty late.
No. I'm on the night shift.
Okay.
That's what I do.
All right, man.
Don't be scared of me, man. I'll be seeing you.
Yeah.
Take care.
Take care, man.